Good day, good afternoon, good evening. This is Candace Mae Gruber with Candace Mae Training and Services, and I am honored to be here as your host on the Empowered Living Today show. When Paul and Roddy asked me to come speak and share a lesson from my life and experience as an Empowered Living community member and what it means to live an empowered life, I was thrilled. I immediately wanted to think of what is it that I could share with you that would have meaning to you, and not just meaning, but something you can apply in your life today and get results. So I decided to share with you my practice, my daily practice. I have a few routines that I've set up, one in the morning, one in the evening, and a few things I do throughout the day to keep me moving and growing forward each day. I hope these are helpful to you. But before I begin, I want to tell you, seeing the list of people who's here participating with me today, I am so excited. There are several of you from around the world that I personally know as a John Maxwell team member, as an Empowered Living community member. We've been together on numerous occasions. We communicate often weekly. I'm thrilled that you're here with me. And for those I have yet to meet, I'm Candace Mae Gruber, and I'm your friend. I look forward to spending today with you, the next 10 minutes as I share something of value to bring value to your life. And I hope that we're able to stay connected. Let me tell you a little bit more about me, just so you know. I am a John Maxwell team member. I joined the team in 2016, and in 2017, I traveled to Costa Rica with a team as a John Maxwell team member and coach to train the trainer in the Costa Rica Transformation Program. It was a powerful experience, and I guess that makes me an international speaker and trainer. I also have my own business, Candace Mae Training and Services, and I do coaching and training virtually as well as in person. But right now with the COVID-19, obviously we do more things virtually. And there's no problem doing that. I've held successful workshops from California, where I live, in other states, all virtually. So you can do that in your life as well. Stay connected, be socially distant for our health as a world, as a community, but stay emotionally connected through technology. We live in a wonderful time in our life right now to have that technology available to us. I have gone to Paul's 3-day retreat called The Turning Point, and that was life-changing. If you've never been, you certainly want to go. Within 6 months, my life was a 180-degree turn. That's when I stopped working full-time and kicked off my own business. I started working with John Maxwell's material in the early 2000s, about the time the 21 Laws of Leadership was published, and then the 17 Laws of Teamwork. I took those two pieces of material into my corporate world, where I led an IT team as well as an operational team. And we did a lot of automated processing and taking manual things and bringing them into the current day and age, to automate them, to have audits with them, to take processes that took several weeks into 24-hour turnaround time. It was very powerful, and to see the lives that were changed with the team as they came together, as they learned what it meant to be a team, as they were able to apply these principles in work and in their family life, they changed. They worked better together. Our processes changed. The business improved. It was wonderful, and I was touched. It was then, early 2000s, that I knew and was confirmed that what I wanted to do as I retired would be to be a full-time trainer and coach to bring transformation to the lives of others. So this is where I am today. And I'm hoping the lesson that I'm sharing with you today, which really isn't necessarily a lesson as much as it's just sharing personal practices that I've brought into my life to cultivate a fertile ground in my life, so that my belief systems, old ones, bubble up and I can see what they are, and I can hold them to the mirror in the light, and I can transform them into stronger truths in my life and see great growth take off. So let's begin. I start my morning with dedicated time to get my mindset right, to manage the state of my mind. When I was working full time, I turned the news on and grabbed coffee, and that was the way I started my day. I wanted to know what the weather was like. I wanted to know what the commute was going to be like, and I wanted to know the headlines of the news. All of that is reality FM, right? This what's going on in the world right now. And as spiritual beings, you've heard Paul talk about the different layers of frequencies in our lives, and we have the gloomy doom FM. And I have another mentor that I adore, and she uses these terms: gloomy FM, reality FM, and potential FM. And potential FM is to keep us in that state of abundance, positive thoughts, things flowing through us as we're receptive. So I have many coaches and mentors in my life, and it keeps me moving forward. And as I am a mentor and a coach in the lives of others, it only makes sense that I have multiple ones in mind. So I've taken the qualities that each teach because they all align. I find listening to one voice is important, but that one voice that we want is the one message of truth. So it may be more than one person sharing the message, but it's the same message. So listen to one voice, listen to one message. Because John Maxwell has a message, but he's got 30,000 coaches who share his message. And thank goodness Paul Martinelli founded that John Maxwell team. It was a great service to all of us. And the Empowered Living channel is a source of strength and consistency. And Paul and Roddy have a great gifts of teaching, and they complement each other very well. So I am thrilled to be an Empowered Living community member. So in the morning, I start my day with an I Am journal. You can actually buy that on Amazon. It's called I Am Journal. There's 4 parts in there for the morning. It's to write out your burning desire statement. If you've heard Paul talk about this, it's where you write out a statement of your life, of what you want it to look like, and what is the it consumes you. It's your purpose, it's your calling, and you write out what it is that you want to achieve. And then you read it twice a day, morning and night. So in this journal, they actually have a place for this. In the morning, you write out your burning desire statement, and then you write 3 intentional actions for the day that you're going to take to attract that burning desire. And then, how will I feel while I'm making these conscious efforts? So we're getting into that feeling state that you want to really have the powerful feeling that you're actually achieving your burning desire. And so I'm spending my morning actually focusing and bringing this energy into my life. And I'm actually using I am statements. There's a section on the page in the morning to write I am statements. I'm capable, I'm fully resourced, I'm loved, I'm beautiful, I'm giving, whatever it is that I'm feeling I am that day. And then during the day, I practice stillness. Sometimes it's first thing in the morning. Oh, before I move on, I do daily devotions where I have biblical scriptures that I read and absorb. I have a conversation going on with the Lord throughout my day. I'm a woman of faith, so I'm sharing you my practices. I certainly don't want to offend anyone who's not a believer in Jesus Christ, our Lord Savior, but you sure have a faith of some kind. So I want to honor you, but let me share with you the tools that I'm using. So then I also have a program called the Prosperity Plan, and it's 10 days of readings to focus your energy on thinking an abundant life and the principles of abundance and how that prosperity can flow through you instead of living in a life of scarcity. So we talk about the belief systems that are founded within us. If we grew up in a poor home or various things, those oftentimes are structured into our subconscious. By using this prosperity plan, it's a 10-day program that you do 40 times, right? And you or just rinse and repeat. And so I've recorded it. Sometimes I listen to it as I'm sleeping and so forth, but it certainly is something that's helped me. And then, as I started to say, the stillness, I spend time in stillness trying to pull my energy inside of me. Sometimes life can get full And we can have moments of anxiety, as we said, gloomy FM or reality FM, being overwhelmed, being full of anxious, the bank statement's a little low, you know, COVID-19 is going on in the world, everybody's stay-at-home orders, whatever it might be, it can be a little overwhelming. So when those moments happen, is this really good time, or do it before then and get ahead of the game. But if you're having a moment of stress, that's when I like to actually come into stillness. And I close my eyes and I bring my energy in and I drop it down into my pelvic area, which I call home space. That's where my life force is, right? That's where your life force is. And so I sit there with this energy and I'm connecting with God and I'm feeling this energy coming through the ground, through my feet, connected to the earth, and the energy flowing up into my pelvic area, my home space. And then I feel the love in my heart. And then I feel this energy in the back of my head, like behind my eyes. And this is what I like to think of as the core of who I am. And then this energy builds within me, and this strength and stillness comes, and I feel connected to the Lord. And then that energy can just build up, and I can build the capacity to hold this love and energy within me. And we have this bubble around us, 3 feet around. Maybe you heard your mom say, don't get into somebody else's bubble space. One of my mentors calls it her light globe. So whatever it is that we want to call this space, this is our buffer zone. And we can hold the love within us and pour out. It just like a light bulb has the filament in it, and as that filament gets brighter, the light bulb itself is the globe, it becomes brighter and brighter. So that's what happens with me. I pull in my energy, I hold it in me, and I have this quiet time and concentration, and then I'm able to have my energy flow out. And if I do this in the mornings, I'm setting myself up to be a very positive force in the world, to keep myself moving, to keep my family members focused and energetic, and to keep my clients on board. Because working with people, you have a lot of energy and differences that are happening. It's important that as professionals, we're there for them and able to hold space for our clients who may need us. They may need a place to share the journey, right? At the end of my day, I go back to my I am journal, and there's a second page in there for the same day. And it starts out with I am statements. So now it's the end of the day and I'm writing I am, my I am statements. And then what 3 things am I grateful for that day? Right? The day's over. It's the end of the day. What 3 things am I grateful for that happened today? It's such a nice process. And then how did I serve the universe today? This has really increased my awareness of what am I doing. In the morning, I said I was going to write down 3 objective action items that I would take to move me toward my burning desire. Now it's the end of the day and I'm writing, how did I serve the universe today? Did I do those 3 things that I had set? Maybe I did something else. I helped someone else grow or have awareness. Did I help myself? Did I help my community? I am a commissioner for the Parks and Recreation Services Department in the city I live in, and that is a community effort. So how did I serve the universe? When I'm working with the community, or I'm doing community involvement work, that's how I served as well. And how does it feel to experience my burning desire today? Even as I'm ministering to my family and helping my family and my children with their needs, I consider that serving the universe. In fact, as I speak to you today, I even think when I'm doing something to focus on my own growth and I'm having a breakthrough, I'm serving the universe. Because as I make myself better, then I'm able to expand and have a ripple effect onto the other people. As I see my humanity and my faults and my growth areas and where I need to grow and how vulnerable I am, I have more passion for those I work with and around. The very last thing I do, I learned from Mark Cole, who's the president and owner now of the John Maxwell team. And he has grateful to Paul Martinelli as a founder of the John Maxwell team. And so glad that Paul, you set that up with John Maxwell. But now Mark Cole is the owner of the companies. And listening to his mentoring calls on Tuesdays, he talks about having a journal and filling it out at the end of the day. And it keeps track of, what did I do today? What did I accomplish? What worked and what didn't work? And what am I grateful for today? It's been awesome. At the end of the year, I now have a journal, a book, with 365 pages full of what I did every day. Or if I missed a few days, I can see whether I'm being consistent. It's a process of awareness. All of these things that I do are points of consistency. And as I share them with you, I realize that sounds like a lot. As I coach, I had an owner of an accounting firm say to me, "This is so powerful, Candace. Working with you has changed my life. This is hard work." And when she said that to me, I had to really stop and think, wow, I have to remember. She's brand new to personal growth. She hasn't done this before. I've been doing personal growth for 40 years, and I live and breathe for personal growth. It's who I am. I'm constantly reinventing myself and making myself better. With the help of God, of course. I mean, who am I without God? So I encourage you, wherever you are, you don't have to do everything that I do, but hopefully one or two of these things might be helpful for you. Thank you for being with me today. I hope you found value in what I had to share. And maybe on another occasion, I can share with you this week's breakthrough in my life. So powerful, so rich. Have a beautiful day, or a beautiful evening, or a beautiful night, whichever it is for you. Bye-bye now.